Hello everybody, welcome back to another part of stream of what was my intro again? I have no idea. Anyway, welcome back to my stream on the Guild War debrief, I think. I think a lot of people have already done their debrief in the community posts and whatnot. I haven't been doing any of those. Probably was the busiest last 2 days. And yeah, now that my current term is more or less done. Obviously, it doesn't mean I have all my free time back. I'm still actually engaged in stuff, so I don't think the streaming schedule will go back to like last time where I could stream often enough that I can keep up with the pacing. So whatever I'm going to do now is probably going to be basically selection based on what I'm interested in and what choice I have left. Basically, it won't be like I can stream every day per se or like every like as much as possible. And also later half of this month, I am not able to stream at all, so it's just going to be video recordings of me doing M2 solo. So basically those are the stuff I plan for when I'm not able to stream. Yeah, so it's going to be like every 3 to 4 days there'll be one video of an M2 scheduled to release. There's something on the way, yeah. So as long as you are still having problem with soloing, there are archetypes which I can show, and of course what suggestions and whatnot that I will put in while I'm doing the full autos. So that's going to be packaged inside that one. M2 is not very difficult, but I do hope that would help you guys that are struggling. Obviously, I still think that there's still a minimum bar for you to do a solo easily, right? So that's what I'm going to set, like a minimum, like you should have already done M2. You shouldn't be doing M2 solo at the start because you still need to get 100 attempts anyway. So you have 100 attempts to get a few things, right? Your M2, and you got 100 attempts to do a solo. I don't assume that you'll be doing 100 solos. Basically, you're just gonna be doing like what 70 to 80 pubbing, because that's definitely gonna be what's happening. And the thing is, I'll talk a little bit more. Is that the FE system that that encourages older players to help out newer players will be very prevalent once actually it's already happening now per se, because right now the rates, there are still people sharing what do you call it, they're still sharing the M2 just because M2 is already, a lot of people already finished M2 skip already, so like the skip function I think most of the time is empty. And still quite a lot of people, so you're fine. Like generally speaking, just keep joining and you can join 100 times. You can leech and you're fine. There's nothing wrong with it basically. So as of this record, this stream right now, which is almost the end of November, which is a few weeks, is it a week or two only for the since the update release? There are still people doing it, right? I assume it will still continue to be the case even after all the old players will not be sharing their rates anymore, because they will just want to farm FP, right? People who want to farm FP will look at all these rates and then will just come hit it. Obviously, do expect like slower downtime or whatever, because like you will be relying on this recent rates to see the FP stuff. So yeah. Another thing that they recently did in the update was nerf advanced difficulty. So now you can have a 1 revive, which revive your non-correct element characters as well. So it's a bit dumb. Actually, it's very dumb. I don't know what they intend to do here. So people who are using this for blue pot trick, you might want to consider an alternative or whatever, or just don't use it in the first place. Right? You just put it in the back line, the correct element, the blue pot, and then just leave it there, because you're doing the same thing anyway, except now it will have value rather than no value. So the only thing you need to consider is who do you want to sack off for Arcarium character, because a lot of people are using Arcarium character to streamline their rates basically. Mugen, Hasedia, hell a lot of Hasedia. Diaspora doesn't really matter much. Tower and Came I think are the ones that I use a lot here, so again, get affected. Siegfried, I don't remember whether Sleeping Potato and the Hub guy actually Catsalia, was it? Gets used here. I'm not that sure. Seaphon, pretty much 3N is not needed. I'm pretty sure it's not needed. So like 3N is probably the one that doesn't get affected. There's only one Fire Eternal, so was there one Fire Eternal only? Yeah, I think one Fire Eternal only. For Dark 6, I don't even know whether 6 is used in Cosmo because of the heat limitations and the OE limitations. It might. I'm not that sure. I haven't do Cosmos practice. Agestia, people are trolling. They are using Wind element in Agestia. After the initial wipe, they just revive and use full auto or like solo Agestia basically, which is kind of interesting. Hell, they're gonna be nerfing that crap, but before that, I have fun using Wind Team on here. I do not know what's the idea of it. Now, with all those big things out of the way, this guild war was hell for a lot of people. I can also safely conclude that it was bad as well, but it wasn't the worst for me. I had the characters, I had a setup, and I had a decent chance of full autoing 80 to 90%. It wasn't the worst. But I can see that if you don't have the characters, it will be really bad. I got 1B on this one, which is... It was agonizing, but it was just full auto, so it wasn't the worst. Right. I already posted it in the community tab. If you didn't check the community tab, I posted what I used. However, I did not post that if you use Gabriel on turn 1, you might be able to get Gabriel up again in time for, I think 85%, as well as I think 50%, and then it will come back at 20%. I believe that is the Gabriel comes back, I think, fast enough, 9 turns or something, 8 turns or something, and you will be able to get the Veil, which is the important one, and then Dienta will cleanse the buff anyway, so. And you have the extra cleanser and only cleanse on herself and heals herself, so that's the only thing. But other than that, usually she's fine. The only time where you can get dangerous is Repel, because MC can KO as long as Repel is active and he takes the full brunt of the Repel, because that is, I believe, 60 to 75k worth of Repel damage, plain damage by the way, so it's very painful. And can also get hit by it, but you know, it's usually spread, and Repel is not often enough. It's only at a certain, like, I think, percentage that it does Repel, so that was a scary one. Other than that, yeah, I haven't do my token draw yet, so I should probably do my token draw. So yeah, I do hope that it was fine for everybody, because I do see people who are like billions inside and be like, oh, I don't know what's my final rank. I haven't checked. I legit have no time to check with a few things. Let's see. 100k, yes, okay, so I was pushed out 90k, right? I was never properly in 90k, I was like 88k or something. I'll be like, that was a pain. I mean, I'm not going to fuss over it because like this guild war is actually not easy, very difficult, I think, even for me. So if you're having a hard time, it's normal. Even some of the YouTubers that I suggested didn't even hit one build. They hit 700k, 800k, I think, and then they just like, no. It is pain, but you know, it's like, yeah, whatever. If you have Yatima, you can luck sack into Gabriel and Beelzebub, but Yatima has like full 12 turns or 13 turns worth of like cooldown. So that's the only bad thing if you're using the Yatima strat. If you're using Gabriel, you're fine. Right. Oh man, now we gotta get this. Oh no, I don't know what I want to get. Okay, so yeah, I think that's more or less gonna be the debrief that I want to do for Grand Blue. There wasn't really much to say per se. But yeah, next Guild War likely is Fire Guild War, and I'm not able to play during that period. So, what I would recommend you is to basically check people out. But the thing is, right, because Fire, a lot of people are not pulling the meta stuff. Like they have Michael for sure, right? They have G-Percy. They might not have Realness. So if you have G-Percy and Fire, give me a sec. I think a call came into this thing. Okay, sorry about that. Wait, the music ended? Oh no, I paused the music. Whoops. Um, Sorry about that. I had to pick up a call. Why did the music pause? Probably a reflex response, but yeah. Um, okay. Okay, so basically right now, Revance is in a crappy mess. If you want to take advantage of it, go by all means go ahead. I know the Guild War was really difficult to do any Revance. No one was playing Revance basically, so you were stuck with a lot of raids that failed. Oh gosh. Let me just move it. So yeah, I think that's roughly about it for Water Guild War. Alright, talking about Fire Guild War, yeah. So I guess we can talk a little bit about Fire Guild War. I was say, did I say something? I think I was saying along the lines I wasn't be able to participate, so I would not be able to do all the videos and stuff that I usually do. I'll be on vacation. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to talk a little bit about how Fire Guild War will be like. It will be hell. I don't think there's any good fire characters right now. Zodiac is essentially trash. Frogs was under-deserved. Alanan might be a necessary for burst, but I don't know whether he will be there for full auto. Probably will be for like DOT stuff. Triad is probably the best of the one of the best units you can get, especially at 150. And she has the Seraphic modifier, so you can save on the Seraphic mod basically. There's gonna be a lot of problems. In terms of main weapon, I think Fire only has swords, Magna especially. Magna actually, yeah, and then EX there is X, so I think it's gonna be another one of those Lumberjack full autos. If you did Lumberjack full auto for water, I assume that you're gonna have hell because there wasn't really good hubs or X or whatever in general, I feel, compared to like other weapons. Fire on the other hand, they have good EX weapons like this one. This is a very good weapon. I used to use this for Revance, so it's definitely usable. And obviously my favorite Xeno Flame Scythe X, pretty good as well. This is a very defensive one. This might be one of the ones I'll use. Might be. Okay, so yeah. For OTK, for EX Plus, we'll probably still be using our Revance Sword, which is Siete do Espada. And this guy. Siete de Spade, sorry. Siete de Spade. This guy, at least the Sword Breath and Sword Charge will still be useful for OTK, so if you have it, yeah. You don't need to care about defense or attack. I think attack does give you plus 500, so basically you have what, 3,625 plus 500, so about 4,100 attack. Of course, they give raw attack, I believe. Let me see whether it's still the same. Yeah, 500 attack, so you get 4,135 attacks. So if you still have swords, you don't have the might plus 35%, but you have the attack plus 500. So it's still possible to use this for OTK. I'll assume it's the same. That probably didn't change, but for defense grade, I would recommend you get Mugen if you can practice Mugen. This is not for early game player, but this is more for end game, mid to end game. Do Mugen. I haven't cleared mine, not even once, but yeah, get this extension blade. Get two of them. You will use it regardless, whether it's Magna or whether it's Primal. Probably you'll use it. Primal people actually probably don't use Extinction Blade, but I might be capping because they have freaking like Garrison elsewhere as well. They have a better version of Garrison. Let me see whether I can find it. It's the Medusa weapon. I don't think I threw it away, but yeah, let me see whether I have it. Wilna's finger is useless, so don't bother. Yeah, this is also a very important one. What Fire Militars? I have a feeling that this Iron Flame Majesty tree might save us. And because there is 45 blade, it will boost to defense. So basically, if you have 4 katanas and maybe the Exo katana, no, the Xeno katana, I think you can get a decent amount of defense boost. So yeah, if you want a defense boost, that's a very good one. Yeah, Gangster Knife, there you go. So we have Garrison, we have Crit Rate, we have MET. This is a very good one. There is another one which uses Daedra's Claw, this one. So you have Garrison and Majesty, which is actually way better in my opinion because you want to have HP and the attack on top of Garrison, which makes it really tanky. It's very similar to Dark's Coconut, I think. It's about the same. So yeah, as you can see, I have a lot of Gangster Knife. If I really want to, I could transition. 3 MET, 3 Verity, 3 Hellfire Garrison, and I should be fine. You can have this one and Majesty Garrison also be fine. Honestly speaking, yeah, doable, right? This one, this is also not bad, honestly. If you have nothing to like gather, I got this for free anyway. This one, it's meh. There's a Feast Grid, but I'm not gonna recommend people go for it unless you have the setup for it. It's just So like we don't really have a lot of choice in fire in terms of like in terms of basically characters nor weapons, I think. If you are like a Primal, you can make use of this as well. Infernal Tempering, big boost to skill damage cap and the supplemental damage boost to skill damage, and also having a Fire Knight. This is one of the better one for skill sets and supports, I believe, in fire. And I have 2, so if I could buy it, I have 6. And get, so basically I have 2 of those, 2 of Gangster Knife, which should be 4, 1 this 5, Opus 6, main weapon 7. So I need 3 more weapons to ascend to whatever, right? So like, if you want to make Primal Fire, yeah, then you also need like Wilness and Percy Sword and Michael and like all those stuff. Right? So basically, there is some form of like basis that if you want to transition, it's okay, but you just have to be prepared. Oh my god, I can't speak. Be prepared for the cost. Yeah, I got my fire. My fire opens here already. Yeah, so now as to whether I have the ability to make the transition, I could uncap Ebony, I could uncap Wilness. The summons, I do have it. Let me see, where is it? Fire. Oh my goodness, yeah. So I have Agni here, the summon. I have Wilness, the summon. I could use this. Hecate is here. I have Mikhail. I don't think Mikhail is worth stoning, but it's worth 0 starting because of the spell ability. We also have here. What else do we have? That's a good question. What else do we have? Yeah, so I don't per se think that we have a lot of stuff we can use. Even this one is actually pretty bad. Fire and triple attack is really horrible. I don't think they triple attack high often enough unless you use like a multi-attack rate booster. That's my unless you get guaranteed triple attack like Percy. Grand Percy, I think. Very, very horrendous element, honestly. But I think Magna is kind of screwed over because AES is not a good, sorry, I wouldn't say AES is not a good grade. Relying only on AES to boost damage is not a good grade. So you're still going to be running 3 or 4 swords, 2 Brahman, 1 this, 1 Cosmos, 1 of this, 1 Opus, and then one main hand. I think that's all you can do. Like you can have Ushmelgar if you have it. I haven't got it maxed out yet. I heard this is decent because it boosts skill damage cap. But if you can transition to Summer Kumira's weapon, I think it'll be better, even though it's Infernal. Like you want the freaking supplemental boost to skill damage. It's basically the essential case. You can get Cat here, I believe. Is it? Yeah, you can get Cat, but you want to get the main one, which is the skill damage boost, the supplemental one. So yeah, I think it might be possible to get like level 10 tempering. I think level 15 is the necessary one, so you still have to kind of uncap it. But I don't know if level 10 is a worth level to rise up to. I probably should do a bit of testing on that, huh? Proving ground weapons in general in fire probably might be an alternative if you lack too much AES. And unlike Varuna, I can't use ES. ES is shit. I think ES is not worth transitioning. Because if AES is any crap, ES doesn't, the small boost doesn't make any better. Yeah, but just better off hand transitioning to Primal. And yeah, Primal has more ways to expand your HP and attack at the same time because of the what do you call it? Majesty, right? Yeah. Magna has a Majesty now actually for fire. I believe I said it before, but I'm hoping that level 10 3 Iron Flames Majesty 3 level 10 times 4 is enough. We are hoping that this will be enough for Guild War. If you don't know where to farm this, it's actually in Arcarium. Basically, you want to farm it in the Here Be Swords. You can farm it over here. You just require this. You get it in by logging every day, and you get one of this. I don't know whether it actually accumulates. I don't know whether it accumulates when you're like not logging in, basically. So that's a tough nut to crack, basically. But anyway, this is not a hard boss. Okay, I shouldn't say this is not a hard boss. This is way harder than normal. I have gotten the HP in the past. After a while transitioning, no, it didn't. It requires a specific balance to not have this rate HP problem. What if I use full? I think full ES grade. I think I had problem getting to kill the boss. I think I had actually died like twice in Primal using the budget Primal Oberons. But however, I think I had no problem when I was running this setup. So I don't recall what's the setup I had. Okay, after this we'll check this, and then yeah, if you can, you do this. Again, I'm using a Glaciate Comp, so Glaciate Comp is not something you need to worry about not having. Glaciate Comp, all of this except for Grand Lancelot is limited per se, so you can get all this from the banner permanently. If you roll into it, just use them. I'm using the Glaciate Archetype. I didn't manage to use it in Guild War, but it was being used somewhere. But you needed supplemental and you need HP, so it was something I couldn't do it. I couldn't balance it, so there was no such thing. Also, because if you were using supplemental in repair, you're going to one shot yourself. So that's probably a good idea not to do it, huh? So yeah, I guess that's all for me in Grand Blue. I think after this we're just gonna go back into let me go back into what are we doing again today? Yeah, I wanted to finish up freaking Trails from Zero, but I guess that's not gonna happen actually. Not enough time for the stream. I might do another boss. Yeah, I think I'll do one boss for Trails from Zero, so it's like and one floor, and then I'll leave the final boss to the next part. I'll probably end the stream after this, and then we'll transition into Trails from Zero, because I want it to be a separate video. I want to do this to be like a debrief session and what to expect for the next Guild War, rather than coupling everything to itself basically. I'll also cut out the silent part. I need to remember to do that. I need to set a reminder for it, but yes, I will have to set it up so that I can actually do it properly. Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, I would say, right, let's see. I do hope that you guys actually check my community posts from time to time, because I usually will do some stuff down there. At least I try to. I don't know if you guys know it, but if you do, just check around. Sometimes I post some stuff in here. This is horrendous. I didn't think that this would be that bad. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. How holy crap, really? Okay, I mean you can see stuff. I mean next time I'll just do a silent post then. Oh my god, it looks so bad. What the fuck? YouTube, what is this? I took proper photos of it, resized and restructured it properly, dang it. Maybe this is just me not learning about this. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry if you have seen the post. Apparently it was quite bad. Apparently. Okay, yeah, so it's just the archetype. This one I was using it for leveling, so yep, you can see how much I grinded. I actually even caged this so that I can get one full set of fire resistance, like 4%. Just so that it would help the survivability a bit. So, I mean, one cage is fine, but it's not worth, honestly. Don't do this at home, no. Totally a bad move. Okay, yeah. So let's see, let's go back to this. Actually, do I want to do that? No, I don't get enough damage from that, huh? Yeah, but anyway, I'll do all the stuff that we need again for Yoke War in advance, like OTK and stuff, and then I'll post it way in advance because that's something that I feel obligated to do somehow. Yeah. I don't even know if you ever watch those videos. I do assume they do because, yeah, those streams. But yes, okay, so with that, I think I'll end the stream for Grand Blue part right here. I'm gonna go start up Tracing Zero, and then we shall see you over there. So yeah, see you later. Ta-ta. Oh my. This looks so bad. What the heck? Okay.